been a minute, my dog. It's been a minute, yeah.
I think it's been a minute the same way it has been a minute for Ndlozi in the EFF.
The ice boy, the ice boy. yo. What's up? Okay, what's up? Vele with the EFF and because you know what's surprising with all these mess that's going on with the EFF. Like I had faith in the EFF.
I still have faith in the EFF. It's just that I think the leadership needs to look at what it means to lead people and not try to put words inside people's mouth.
Like you know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the way I had faith in the EFF last year when they went to Soweto and then he lifted up. He went up.
Oh, when they were at FNB Stadium.
Up on the stage.
When they were at FNB Stadium.
Yeah, it was like Jesus coming up in the clouds. You know, it felt like a rising moment. But now,
and as much as it felt like Jesus rising up, there were also Judas along the way.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like for me, from the outside, looking at what the EFF was saying and that rise and everything, I just felt like okay. The EFF is there. It could run South Africa, and as much as it's going against the norm of opening the borders, trying to feed black people, I thought maybe the structure in how the political party works is democratic as the country is. You understand? But now it seems like it's not democratic. So if the party is not democratic, there is no way the leader of a non-democratic party will lead a democratic party.
And it comes back to what we spoke about before. People in the EFF are scared to voice out against whatever that Julius Malema and the other guys put before them. And that's why now, even when there's like some political turmoil or party turmoil, people start speaking when they're outside of the party. The same thing Floyd did. He never spoke anything bad about Julius Malema and the ANC. The EFF.
The EFF, yeah.
Busisiwe Mkhwebane, the same thing.
Yeah.
She never said anything bad while she was there. But as soon as she got out, she was like, it was a situation that I didn't see myself continuing because I am used to voicing out myself, and we were put in a point where, or in a position where, you have to toe behind whatever the leadership is saying.
So like so what I'm getting from that narrative is that what we saw in Parliament was dictated by Julius Malema. It was dictated by what Julius Malema wants. Right in back doors, people would have things that they're not happy with and still not say anything. But they would say boldly.
That's one thing that's killing these black progressive movements.
Yeah.
Our own black members or the black members do not have the bravery to speak out against what they do not agree in a party. And I don't know why they feel scared. And because if we're in a political party, we're not in war, bro. We're trying to solve the issues of the black masses. And egos are supposed to be put aside. Yeah. But then egos are the things that are ruling the agenda in almost each and every party. Someone else's ego is being prioritized to say, hey, we cannot go in public and say this, whereas that guy agrees with this. We cannot go out in public and say we do not agree with open border because we're in the EFF.
Yeah. I'm starting to think, the major problem in this is most politicians, they are on fear. They are scared. Because I just believe how many politicians are educated? Like
not so many. I think not so many.
Yeah.
Not so many.
Not so many. So now my point is that most people go into politics because there's no jobs in the country. Because for real, not like people who are running politics. Like I remember even when the EFF started, both Julius Malema, Ndlozi started getting educated after they opened the political party.
But Ndlozi was educated.
No, yeah, he was, and then he started adding on. So like in a sense of like most politicians are not educated in terms of how to run the country. They're not educated, maybe some of them can't even run a business.
All right,
so
cool.
So when they go there, it's because right now they have a mandate. We put you in this position, we're going to give you money. You're not too clever enough to make this type of money. We're giving you this type of money because we want you to say these things.
But no, so, bro, let's talk about this one. Apparently, it is said in the news that Ndlozi is not welcomed in the EFF elective conference in December. What's your take on that?
My take on that, let me sip on some tea. My take on that, my dog, is that I just believe anywhere you're in, whether you're in part of a group, you're in part of a political party, you gotta have, as a man, first of all, as a man, you gotta have your values, you gotta have your standards. Apart from what your friends like, apart from everybody's ideologies, as a man, you gotta have your ideologies. And then you gotta stick by that because those are yours, right? So I feel like Ndlozi is a man of his ideologies, is a man of his thoughts, is a man of himself. He's not captured. So I feel like even in the back doors of EFF, where everything it's closed, if you don't follow Malema, I feel like Ndlozi still voices out that, hey guys, this is what's going on. I don't think this is the right way.
Yeah, I think what you're saying also is it goes back to the tea parties. You remember the popular tea parties that were happening between Julius Malema and Jacob Zuma in Nkandla.
Okay, the popular what?
Tea party.
The
tea party,
The tea party. Yo, that got everybody confused.
Yeah.
Like the guy who was shouting in parliament, Zuma must go, pay back the money. But now niggas sipping tea with the nigga. I was like, wait a minute, what?
And apparently it is being said that Ndlozi was against those tea parties.
Tea parties.
Remember how much we sang in parliament that Zuma must fall. Remember how we started the movement, Zuma must fall.
Exactly.
And the opposition parties joined.
Yeah.
And Zuma fell.
Yeah.
But then now we are the same people now to go and endorse Jacob Zuma that actually we were misled. And that's what some leaders said. When I said it online, I said there was a time where Julius Malema said we were misled. People attacked me. They said, no, it wasn't Julius Malema. It's only Floyd who said we were misled because it's part of the MK Party.
Wait a minute. No, bro. So Zuma said they were misled for attacking. Julius said they were misled for attacking Zuma.
Whereas they're the ones who started the whole thing.
Yeah, bro. Like even right now, I just feel like whatever the reason is, right now, Malema lost it because that tea party made me doubt Malema's if Malema is genuine or not. Like, bro, he made us cry. He made us feel pain that the president of a country, the first person of this country, made security upgrades. He did this and that and that. And then now, you see, it's still even confusing me now because when they go there, they don't feel like the property is worth the amount that's said to be spent on the property. So now he made us believe, this guy is just showing the money. South Africa is in trouble. Okay, it's fine. You told us this guy is a bad guy. Why are you going to now drink tea with this bad guy?
Yes, that's what Ndlozi said.
Yes,
and you know why apparently. Like now in the EFF, it is problematic in this extent where they are saying Julius Malema is in a point where he doesn't trust Ndlozi because Ndlozi joined the EFF because of Floyd.
Yeah. And
with Floyd now gone in the EFF, they feel like maybe Ndlozi is going to pass information to Floyd. Yeah. But then these same people who are saying that don't have a problem with Julius Malema communicating with guys in the ANC. There's this guy called Maile in the Gauteng. There's
everyone.
There's those guys in Limpopo, Castle Matale. He's still in communication with them. And they are friends. He still sit with Boombags and they talk.
Now, you see, my problem with what's going on in the EFF is that, like, they don't want. Let's stick to the party. So if a party is gonna lead the country in a democratic into a democratic future, right? It itself must be run in a democratic way. So now, in a sense of Floyd left the party, there is no deputy president. Julius Malema wants to dictate who should be deputy president instead of the party, the members of the party voting.
At this point, I feel like it will even be fair for Julius Malema to be challenged for that position in the EFF. Because as much as we are saying the other guys failed, we also need to look at him. What has he done for the EFF?
What makes us think
what has he done? Because the EFF, instead of gaining votes,
it lost.
Why then are we supposed to blame the substructures?
Everybody leaving.
Yeah, everybody leaving the substructures,
and not
the
him.
people under him and not him.
Yeah, bro.
Remember what happened to Musimai Mani in the DA? They said because he lost a certain percentage, they need to replace him. Why can't we have the same thing in the EFF?
No, because the EFF, the only reason there is the EFF was because of Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu. Since now Floyd Shivambu, EFF is Malema.
So it's in 50%, it's in areas.
Yeah. No, right now, Neb, there is no EFF with no Malema, bro. Like, honestly, if Malema even was to maybe resign from the EFF, bro, I don't see, as much as I like Ndlozi, I don't see him as a viable leader to take EFF anyway.
Oh, Mbuyiseni.
Yeah. Why? No. Like, I feel like Mbuyiseni can do a better job maybe if he goes to MK or even ANC.
You want him to go there and give us albums with Jacob Zuma?
Yeah, bro. Like, you know he's a good singer, dog. You know Mbuyiseni. Exactly. You know the combo guys are gonna come through with new hot songs, my dog. That's smooth. But like, I feel like if Ndlozi were to go into a party that's not deteriorating, he could like have a really good impact in the country.
Okay, what are the chances of us seeing MK and EFF combining, becoming one thing, and going into the next election as a 30%? And I don't know, was it 30% or 20 something percent, and a 9% getting 30 or 30 something percent plus whatever that is still to come? What are the chances, bro?
You know what I remember? I remember when MK became like the third leading party, and then Julius was like, "Hi, don't worry, all the followers we lost, they all belong to Zuma, so it's fine, let them go." And all that. He said all that. And then, recently, what I'm seeing now, Homeboy is saying that I defeated Zuma previously. Zuma wants to come back for a round 2. I will defeat him. So, I'm like, what? So Malema's focus is fighting Zuma, not getting the political structure of South Africa well.
I think now the reason Malema's focus is on fighting Zuma is because his members are leaving, and his most loyal members are leaving for the MK Party.
No, it's not a matter of most loyal. I think it's most effective members. Because what does loyalty mean when you're not even doing good at your job? You know, so it's the people who really do the job. And then now these people, when you talk about Floyd Shivambu, Floyd Shivambu is not an amateur in politics. When you talk about Dalimpofu, he's not an amateur in politics.
Yeah, he's not an amateur.
You understand? We're talking about people probably when they were still in the political party, they were doing the job.
Sure.
And then now they're looking at you, young man. You are our leader. Mariam is firing. You understand?
And they can't correct you while they are inside the party with you.
Exactly. So the best option is to look at, is it the ANC or the MK?
Now, Floyd Shivambu is now the Secretary General of the MK Party. He is to MK Party what Fikile Mbalula is to ANC. What power does he have?
Nah, bro. Like I said, the first day that Floyd Shivambu came out of the EFF, I feel like he's the new future president of the MK, bro.
Floyd.
Just as much as who's this guy on the ANC?
Fikile Mbalula.
Fikile Mbalula. like the only person you see viable to be the next president of the ANC is Fikile Mbalula.
I don't think so, bro.
Okay, who do you think is the next person viable?
I don't think so. I think we're in the pecking order. You look at guys like Panyaza Lusufi. He's punching way more than Fikile Mbalula. Okay. I think Fikile Mbalula is good as an influencer. No. But as a leader, bro, from what I've seen.
What does that nigga do?
Oh, Fikile Mbalula.
No. Lesufi.
The way in which he's been moving in Gauteng. What he's been doing in the Department of Education.
Okay.
Yeah, he was an MEC of Education. Now he's the premier. So chances are he might jump to presidency. You look at Paul Mashatile. I think Paul Mashatile, ever since he became deputy president, he has somehow lost it politically. He's lost it. He's just somebody who's there to add the numbers. Have you seen that someone who had that thing where people were like, we have someone in Paul Mashatile. As soon as he got that deputy presidency, he became someone who I see him pulling the DD Mabuza stunt.
Yeah. No, it means
not challenging for the presidency.
Yeah.
Just saying, I had a good run. Let me go rest. Enjoy my benefits. I see him doing the same thing.
The thing is, a whole lot of politics are not dedicated, and a whole lot of politics are gangsters. So, of course, we don't have proof to send them to jail. So it's allegedly gangsters. Like, it's that thing, because now, if Paul Mashatile was to be inaugurated as the president, a whole lot of investigations were going to go on to him. So, like,
and not just if he was to. Already they're saying the NPA is after him. Like the special investigative unit is after him. So that is like a threat. That is a threat to say, don't ever challenge for the leadership. Stay where you are, retire after that.
But now, bro, even Mbalula. You think
Mbalula is the same thing?
Bro.
Remember when he was in the sports and recreation thing? There was a trip he took, when he was minister, there was a trip he took to Dubai with his family. They said it was sponsored by the department and it wasn't supposed to be like that.
Wow, bro. You remember those? Nah, bro. Like that's the thing though. Like I just feel like, with ANC, there's no one really we can consider a real leader.
That's why I was saying, what are the chances of Juju going back to? Because even the ANC Youth League president, he was saying Juju needs to come back. The ANC leadership was wrong then to chase him. And I feel like it's something that needs to happen.
Like, that's true.
Juju needs to go back to the ANC.
That's true.
And the ANC and the MK needs to reconcile and become one thing. Fight for the black man. Fight for the black person.
You see what's going on right now, I feel like the reason ANC is as it is right now,
sure.
What's left of the ANC is what is of the white monopolist. So no, there shouldn't be an ANC going forward. I feel like the only way forward is for now a new party to be born. Because now,
if you're saying it's for the new party to be born, it means the MK is the right party.
Yes. So if the MK is the right party, Julius Malema and everybody who wants to fight for black South Africans, who want to compensate the previous disadvantage, who want to make sure that the blacks are at level. We don't want to be better than the white people. Sure. We want to have the equal opportunities, equal education. Don't make education expensive for us because we don't have the money to pay for education. Sure. Give us equal education at the same price, and then we compete for that. Yeah. You understand? We just want... So now... The ANC is still bought. There's nothing of the ANC that I feel like it's for black people, but it's only for businesses and big corporates. You understand? So like I just feel like Julius, swallow his pride, swallow your pride, Julius. You swallow your pride. You go to MK and say, Baba, I can still learn from you. Me fighting you is just childish of me. I was corrupted by the ANC, white monopolist. Let me see how you see things, because at the end of the day, you don't want to. In Zuma's time, the black person was gaining, was balancing.